The 2022 Residential Solar Project of the Year, as voted by the readers of Solar Builder, is the Navajo Nation Community Project in the Black Mesa region of Arizona. This 18 kilowatt solar system plus 36 kilowatt hours of battery storage serves the Navajo Nation's Hard Rock Chapter House. The project was identified by Empowered by Light and brought to life by Sonova Energy International and Generac Power Systems. About 14,000 Navajo families are still living without access to electricity, so this project is hopefully the first of many. Here to tell us about it is John Gingrich, VP of Business Development at Sonova, and Mara Haynes, Executive Director and co-founder of Empowered by Light. Hey, John and Mara, thanks for taking the time and congrats on winning the 2022 Residential Solar Project of the Year Award.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having us.
And before we get into the nuances of the project, Mara, I wanted to start with you to tell us a little bit more about Empowered by Light.
Empowered by Light is a nonprofit using renewable energy technologies to empower vulnerable communities that are on the front lines of climate change, loss of wildlife, and environmental devastation. We've completed over 60 solar and energy storage projects in 9 countries. And this ranges from helping school-age children to study better or for longer hours so they can do better in school, helping rangers and conservationists that are working to protect critically endangered species. And overall, the projects are, enabling communities to leapfrog fossil fuels in many cases.
I'm just curious about how you do identify projects. And then I'm also curious about how you make sure you approach these projects in the right way.
So we're really looking at, where are there kind of disadvantaged or vulnerable communities? We work with those communities and with local nonprofit partners to figure out, okay, what does this community need? How can solar energy, best support them? And then we, work to implement those projects. And wherever possible, we're working with local solar installers. So they're doing the design, procuring the hardware, and doing the installation. Maybe with oversight from Empowered by Light, but we're really trying to keep everything as local as possible, and then also so that the funds that we are giving and paying to buy solar equipment and pay for installation, so that's all going to support the local economy.
Mara mentioned working with local installers. On the Sonova side of things, when did you get involved in this project? And I guess tell me a little bit more about how Sonova in the kind of their works with nonprofits. Do you dedicate a certain amount of the year to working with kind of donated projects or things of that nature?
We look to find ways to leverage our infrastructure, our capabilities, our services in unique areas where there's underserved communities. And so we've worked with Mara and her team, Powered by Light, to find interesting opportunities, throughout the world, potentially, but mostly in the United States and in our territory so far, and sort of, review those from time to time to find opportunities where we can really plug in. We don't have a set number of projects that we donate every year. We're really, we're a for-profit entity. We're out there, trying to create a sustainable business of our own. But from time to time, we find these projects where we're the ideal kind of partner. And where we really think we can bring our capabilities to offer significant value to the end consumer, and this was one of those. We knew that this is going to be a solution for the community to allow them to kind of live their life uninterrupted, to be able to provide the services that they want to offer, and that we could service that system for the 25 years to make sure it generated clean energy for the life of the system. And we really wanted to put those two elements together in this project in particular, and hopefully many more.
What is the situation of Navajo Nation's Hard Rock Chapter in particular as you encountered the project, and then what led to kind of your solution for installing the system that you did?
The Hard Rock Chapter, has been disproportionately affected by the long-running dispute between the Hopi and Navajo tribes and the coal mining industry over land and resource rights. And they've suffered in that fight with the coal mining industry, and the community really lacks a lot of basic infrastructure. For example, they're one of the Navajo communities that has the highest number of homes without access to electricity. Really, they've been at the heart of this, of pushing for a just transition from coal to renewables. So that's how Empowered by Light really prioritized them above other projects on the Navajo reservation, and why we really wanted to do this project. Originally we approached Sonova and, with the idea of, would you help fund solar and battery and energy storage for the Hard Rock Chapter House? And, and John and his team said, no, we won't just help fund it. We'll do the whole thing for you. So, we could have been more thrilled. And, the system is designed to, offset their electricity needs 100%. It's going to provide incredible resiliency so that chapter house can continue to serve its purpose. They hold meetings there for the tribe, for that community. They hold events there. They cook meals for seniors, which get distributed there.
This was a great application of the need for resilient power. Not only did they have a thirst for clean power, but they also wanted it to have, to be backup power in the case that there's a grid outage. Hard Rock Chapter House is in a very remote part of the reservation, and so their community really relies on the chapter house to bring them. I think we saw them bringing hay from different places. They pull water out of the ground and distribute that to different folks in the community. So this was a great application.
And then, John, you mentioned the remoteness. Was that a challenge then in terms of the installation and then interconnecting?
It was about 4 hours from kind of the nearest headquarters of one of our local dealers, Fusion Energy. And so, that provides a little bit of a challenge. 4 hours each way meant that for the installation, they actually had their team housed up at a local hotel in the area. So there was travel expenses and things like that for them to come out. And then, to make sure the system works after installation, they had to come back a couple times to do this or that. And, we really thought that, over the long run, most companies would probably shy away from doing this service for this type of installation just because of the travel. So we wanted to step up and do that. And we kind of, built that into our plan.
That was one thing I was going to ask about, the plan to maintain the system from here, not with just solar projects in particular, but sometimes there's like that, hey, we built a house for this family in need. You kind of do the photo op and it's like, hey, congratulations, everybody. And then everyone walks away from it and it's like, oh, they can't pay property taxes. And they get whatever happens from there. But here it's like, you're not just doing the photo op and look at this great thing we did. It's like, this is an ongoing commitment for at least 25 years. And that's pretty cool.
That's right. So there's kind of the upfront cost of installing the system, getting the equipment, interconnecting it. And then there's the 25 years of standing behind it. Sonova's made a big investment in its own in-house service infrastructure. So we have, Sonova techs that are in our Sonova branded trucks that wear Sonova caps that go out to service, these systems. And of course, our hope is over the course of time, we are able to develop a lot of these systems in the Navajo Nation, and then that will make it easier to service. And hey, maybe we even employ some Navajo people to help us with serving these systems.
On the system in particular, any particular reason Generac was the partner for the storage side of things?
We made a call over to them and we said, hey, we have this great project. We think that the Generac power cell and the battery system that you all have is a great fit for this. There were some specific needs that the tribe had, for example, being able to power up their air handler system to be able to heat the place. It's in the middle of the desert. You think it's warm, but it's actually pretty cold in the nights and in different parts of the year. So those air handlers take a lot of power. And so you wanted to make sure you had the right battery system that could deal with that power load and be able to handle that. And so not only did they provide, the equipment, but they sent out some folks to help kind of capture the scene and to kind of help with the delivery of a program that we had there where we kind of explained how the systems worked and helped make sure that the community understood the value of these systems.
What are some other projects that Empowered by Light is in particular focused on right now?
We do have an upcoming project that I can't speak too much about, but it's basically to provide solar and energy storage for a nonprofit that helps victims of domestic violence on the Navajo reservation. But we're also hoping to do more chapter houses for the Navajo people. So that, it's always, when you're a nonprofit, it's always a question of bringing in funding. But hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to do several more next year.
We're definitely very interested in solarizing and adding battery storage to more chapter houses. Our goal is really to do 10 to 20 more of those chapter houses. There are, I think, almost a couple hundred chapter houses within the Navajo community. So that's still just scratching the surface, but we think that if we can do a little bit more, raise a little bit more awareness out there within the community, we can lower some of the skepticism and some of the worry that some of the people in the community have, and open up kind of the interest in solar, not just on other chapter houses, but maybe on other businesses and residences.
Mara and John, just thanks for taking the time. And again, congrats on winning our Residential Project of the Year award for this year.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you so much.